Jorrie Hart is a Brookings police officer who shares the correct way to properly store guns in the household.
So you either want to have a gun stored in a safe or a lockbox that's not accessible to unauthorized persons or young children, or having a device like a trigger guard, something that protects it from being just grabbed off of a whim and used in an appropriate manner.
Officer Hart says when she gets calls that an accidental discharge happened, she must ensure everyone in the immediate area is safe. Those accidental discharges can be prevented by following a few basic rules.
Making sure that when you're handling any kind of firearm, that you're following the basics of firearm safety. Making sure that every weapon that you handle is going to be unloaded until it's time to use it. Making sure that you're pointing it in safe directions at all time, things like that.
Officer Hart says when having a gun in a home, that weapon should be in either two places.
You should either carry it on your person if it's going to be your at-home carry weapon, or you should have it locked away in a safe, a lockbox, have a trigger guard on it, something like that. So that way you don't ever have a firearm that's laying out in the open that anybody, like a child or an intruder or even a family member who doesn't know basic gun safety, could access it.
She also educates people to store ammunition separately and to make sure weapons are locked up and out of reach of anyone who may be in the house.
Anybody that sees a firearm laying open could have access to it, whether they have good intentions or not. And that's where I try to educate people. If you're going to have a firearm in your home, you need to be cognizant that you can't have it laying on a bedside table with the mindset that you're going to grab it when an intruder comes.
Officer Hart ends by letting people know it is a person's right to have their guns in the household, but also their responsibility to protect them.
So having guns in the household is absolutely your right, but gun safety is also your responsibility. So if you're going to have guns in the home, you just need to make sure that the people who are able to access those guns or those firearms have the basic safety background and knowledge before they go near them and touch them and handle them.